In a strategic move that has caught the attention of fans and analysts alike, Dallas Cowboys linebacker DeMarvion Overshown has hired a new agent, David Mulugheta, as he approaches the pivotal final year of his rookie contract. This decision comes at a critical juncture for Overshown, who has faced substantial challenges since being drafted in the third round of the 2023 NFL Draft. With Mulugheta's track record, representing notable figures like Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens and former pass rusher Micah Parsons, this partnership could potentially reshape Overshown's career trajectory. So, Cowboys fans, where are you watching from? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Overshown's journey has been anything but smooth. After missing his entire rookie season due to a knee injury, he returned with a bang in 2024, starting 12 games and racking up an impressive 90 tackles, 5 sacks for pass breakups, and 1 interception. However, the narrative took another turn when he sustained a knee injury late in that season, leading to him missing the first 11 games of the 2025 season. When he finally took the field, he played 6 games, starting 5, but could only muster 28 tackles, far from the impact he intended to make. Reflecting on his performance, Overshown candidly admitted to not wanting to watch the film from his 2025 debut, a sentiment that speaks volumes about the pressure he feels to prove himself. "I didn't want to look at it," he remarked, highlighting the mental block that can often accompany an athlete's return from injury. His acknowledgement of being antsy and more focused on showcasing his physical abilities rather than his game intelligence illustrates a critical phase in his development as a player. Overshown is clearly eager to demonstrate that he can not only recover from adversity, but also excel under the bright lights of the NFL. A notable highlight of his career thus far has been his bold decision to switch to jersey number 0, making him the first player in Cowboys history to don this number. As soon as they changed the policy where you can now wear number 0 in the NFL, "I just knew it was meant to be," he expressed, emphasizing his pride in being a trailblazer for the franchise. This choice is not merely cosmetic. It's a badge of honor that symbolizes his deep-rooted connection to Texas football, both as a Longhorn and a Cowboy. This change may resonate with fans on a personal level, as it reflects his commitment to the team and its history. As Overshown enters this crucial year, the stakes are high. He hopes Mulugheta can leverage his expertise to negotiate a favorable contract, whether with the Cowboys or potentially another team, if necessary. The key to all of this, however, hinges on his ability to remain healthy and deliver strong performances on the field. If he can manage to stay injury-free and recapture the form that made him a promising prospect, the Cowboys will be faced with intriguing decisions regarding his future. In a league where every snap counts and contracts can be a double-edged sword, the pressure is on for Overshown to prove that he is not just a player who can survive injuries, but one who can thrive regardless of the obstacles in his path. The partnership with Mulugheta may very well be the catalyst he needs to unlock that potential. Shifting gears, let's dive into another narrative that's been making waves within the Cowboys organization. This offseason is shaping up to be pivotal, and the decisions made could have long-lasting implications for the team as they look to regain their stature in the league. So, what's next on the horizon for America's team? Stay tuned as we explore the latest developments. As the dust settles from the NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys have once again made headlines with their strategic moves and selections. With 2 first-round picks, they entered the draft with the potential to reshape their roster dramatically, and the question on every fan's mind is how effectively they leverage that opportunity. Let's dive into the details of the Cowboys draft night and examine how each selection measures up against expectations. The highlight of the night for Dallas was undoubtedly Caleb Downs, whom they snagged by trading up to the 11th pick. Critics and supporters alike are buzzing about Downs, whom many consider to be the best overall player in this draft class. By adding him to the roster, the Cowboys are not just filling a hole. They are adding a potential cornerstone of their defense. Downs might not occupy a premium position, but his versatility, able to play all over the field, could make him an invaluable asset for a team that desperately needs playmakers on that side of the ball. Prior to the draft, it was clear that Downs was the perfect fit for the Cowboys, and they capitalized on that need in spectacular fashion. This pick is a resounding A+, no doubt about it. Moving on to their next pick, the Cowboys opted for Malachi Lawrence at number 23 after trading down a bit. While Lawrence had been on the rise leading up to the draft, many analysts viewed this selection as a bit of stretch. Still, the Cowboys had a glaring need for edge rushers after losing Micah Parsons in the trade, and Lawrence brings the pass rush capabilities that could help them bounce back. However, this pick gets AB due to the context of what was available at that time. While Lawrence is a talented player, the Cowboys had other options who could have potentially made a bigger immediate impact. Next, the Cowboys doubled down on their edge rusher needs by selecting Barham, who brings a wealth of versatility as someone who has played both off-ball linebacker and on the edge. This pick earns a solid B grade. Barham is still a bit raw, but has the potential to develop into a reliable contributor without being thrust into a starting role immediately. His ability to adapt and grow in the system could prove to be a significant asset for the Cowboys as they look to fortify their defensive lineup. The Cowboys then turned their attention to the offensive line with their pick of Shelton. While he may not walk into a starting position right away, his experience at left tackle from his time at Penn State gives him a good shot at earning a depth spot. This pick is graded as AB. With Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele locked in as the starters, Shelton could provide solid depth, something every contending team needs as the season progresses. The Cowboys also addressed their cornerback needs by selecting Devin Moore from Florida. This pick is crucial, as cornerback was one of the most significant holes on the roster. Graded at B+, Moore possesses the size and ball production that the Cowboys have been searching for, although his history of injuries raises some red flags. If new defensive coordinator Christian Parker can harness Moore's potential, this could turn into a game-changing selection for the Dallas defense. Next up is LT Overton, a player who has shown flashes but hasn't quite lived up to his potential at Alabama. With a grade of A-, this pick acknowledges Overton's physical tools, and the Cowboys hope that he can develop into a rotational piece on their revamped defensive line. He may not be the elite pass rusher that fans dream of, but he could excel as an edge setter against the run, which is essential for a balanced defense. Finally, the Cowboys took a chance on Anthony Smith, a wide receiver who ran a blazing 4.40 at the Combine. However, the wide receiver room in Dallas is packed with talent, making it tough for Smith to carve out a role. This selection gets a C+, as while Smith has potential, the competition for snaps is fierce, and he may find himself primarily on special teams if he even makes the final roster. In conclusion, the Dallas Cowboys have had a mixed bag in this draft, with standout picks like Caleb Downs balanced by some questionable reaches. But overall, they're actively addressing their needs on both sides of the ball, setting the stage for what could be a transformative season. As we move forward, fans are eager to see how these rookies will develop and impact the team's performance. Up next, we'll take a closer look at the Cowboys' offseason strategies and how they plan to integrate these new faces into their system. As we wrap up our coverage on the Dallas Cowboys' strategic moves during the 2026 NFL Draft, one thing is clear. The Cowboys are not just standing still. They're actively looking to elevate their roster. With 7 new additions, including 2 pivotal first-round picks, the team is setting the stage for what could be a transformative season. So, Cowboys fans, where are you watching from? Let's hear your thoughts on these draft choices in the comments. The Cowboys made headlines early in the draft, trading up to snag Ohio State safety Caleb Downs at the 11th overall pick. This move signifies a clear focus on bolstering their secondary, an area that has faced criticism in recent seasons. Downs, a player with immense potential, now has the challenge of negotiating for his collegiate number 2, which is currently worn by free agent acquisition Kobe Durant. It's a classic Cowboys storyline, new talent vying for the right to don a number that carries weight in the franchise's history. Then, in a calculated maneuver, the Cowboys traded back from the 20th overall pick to 23rd, where they picked UCF defensive end Malachi Lawrence. It's a crafty move, showing the front office's ability to balance risk and reward while still addressing critical needs on the defensive line. Lawrence, who previously sported number 51, will now don number 57, a fresh start that symbolizes the hope and potential surrounding his transition into the NFL. During his college career, Lawrence demonstrated his prowess with impressive stats, 72 tackles and 20 sacks, with the majority of that production coming in his later seasons. Scouts have whispered about his high ceiling, and joining a defensive line that includes Rashawn Gary and Donovan Ezra-Aku could be the perfect environment for him to thrive. The Cowboys may also utilize third-round pick Jyshawn Barham in pass-rushing situations, adding depth to a unit that is beginning to take shape. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the legacy of the number 57 jersey in Cowboys history. This number has seen a variety of players come and go, from Malcolm Walker in the 60s to Luke Gifford and the more recent Buddy Johnson. Among them, Vincent Smith stands out as the best, contributing to the franchise's 1992 Super Bowl victory with 69 tackles that season before heading off to the Chicago Bears. Damian Wilson and Kevin Burnett also left their marks, though not as full-time starters. But here's the thing, Lawrence has the chance to not just join this group, but to redefine it. The potential is there for him to rise above the previous wearers of number 57, and with the right development and support, he could become a cornerstone in the Cowboys defense. In closing, it's evident the Cowboys are making bold moves to shape their future. With promising young talent like Downs and Lawrence, the team is not just building for the present. They are laying the groundwork for sustained success. So, Cowboys Nation, what are your predictions for the upcoming season? Will these new additions make the impact we desperately need? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's rally together and support our team as they embark on this exciting journey.